Chapter 11 gave us climax number 1. God is victorious. His kingdom comes through sacrifice and mercy. Chapter 16 has just given us climax number 2. Evil is defeated once and for all. We heard the voice from the throne. It is done. And now we are given 3 perspectives or narrative visions of the same reality. These are the glorious consequences of God's victory. The same story, the same reality through 3 non-sequential lenses. The things don't necessarily happen in the order of the chapters. Through chapter 17 to the first part of 19, we see the fall of Babylon. The second part of chapter 19 into 20 is the final battle. And chapters 21 to 22, the New Jerusalem. These are 3 views of God's victory and promise of blessing to his faithful followers. The vision in chapter 17 is just so ugly, where passages about the Lamb are supposed to astonish us with beauty. Verses 3 to 7 repulse us, and rightly so. We have this stunningly awful woman. She is Babylon, a picture of every nation or power that has ever and will ever stand against God. Contrast the beast in verse 8 with the description of our God. He's called who was and is to come. For the original audience, the 7 hills in verse 9 would have brought to mind the power of Rome, the oppressing power of their day. The 7 heads are also kings, and the 10 horns also kings. This section is a kind of catch-all for earthly powers, perhaps emperors or dynasties of tyrannical might, physical or ideological. It's basically any authority that stands against the Lamb and his martyrs. Verse 14, the Lamb triumphs, and we will be with him as his called, chosen and faithful followers. Verses 15 to 18, a moment is coming where this alliance of Babylon and kings will implode in a power struggle of hate. The 10 coming kings will destroy the great Babylon. Even though they have given themselves to evil, the woman rules over the rulers of the earth. As we wait for the coming of the King, we are encouraged. The end of the oppressing nations is coming. The end of the great oppressor is coming. So hold fast.